Good afternoon, everyone. We are Blue Skies here presenting the experience of airline simulation project. I would firstly like to introduce you to my team members, Vicky Gupta, Zulu Guru, Vishal Singhal, and Susmita Maranda. Firstly, I will be giving the overview of the company, and others will be done by my team members. Firstly, I would like to talk about the objectives of our company. The main objective of our company is to give the overall business strategy, and it also helps us to understand the marketing and how we must use it. And it also helps us to know the proper use of the management tools. Now I'd like to introduce you to our company. We are the Blue Skies. We are the normal airlines with superior quality and reliability. And we own 9 aircrafts, which is the highest number in the whole industry. And we have total of 18 routes. And we believe in portraying good brand image. And we have highly skilled employees. Now I'll be talking about vision of our company. The main vision of our company is to become the leading airline company, and we believe in giving delightful flight experience to the customer, and we prioritize these following things: safety, quality, innovative ideas, and reliability. In terms of safety, as we know that there are a lot of accidents occurring these days, and we want our customer to trust us. And in terms of quality, we want our customers to be loyal to us. And in terms of innovative ideas, we want to give the customers with cheapest price possible along with good qualities. And reliability comes along with all of these. Now talking about the mission, these are the 5 major core values of our company. Customer satisfaction. As we know that success depends on the customer, and we believe in giving good quality to the quality services to the customer and in cheaper price. Corporate accountability. We adopt honesty and fair dealing for goodwill of the company. Employee importance. As we know that the employees are the most important assets of our company, we give high respect to the employees and high compensation and training as well. CSR, as we believe in giving and creating awareness of the current issues, we highly invest on CSR. Maximizing optimal and sustainable profit. Using resources effectively is very important so that we can give the customers with smooth services. Now I'll be discussing about strategic plan. We fall under combination strategy, which is the global, low cost, and differentiation. By this we mean that service at low cost and high quality. We are a service over profit oriented company where we believe in giving good service to the customer so that the customer will be loyal to our company, and this will surely generate profit and help our company grow better. Now I'll be discussing about balanced scorecard. These are the basic elements of balanced scorecard. Talking about internal perspective, we have chosen high quality and increase in routes as our main aim. Learning and growth. Development in employees is very important, and to develop them we are providing good bonuses so that they are satisfied and increase their efficiency. Financial perspective. Increase in margins and asset utilization has been our main aim. In terms of highly motivated employees, we have invested highly in training and compensation. Now talking about brand image, we have similarly invested highly in the brand imaging and CSR, and loyal customer base is where we have had higher passenger routes in some of the quarters, as you can see in this screenshot. Now Vicky will be discussing about the context of the industry.
Thank you, Susmita. Thank you. Hello, Joseph. As we know, we have two types of airlines. The one we adopt is the normal airlines. Now I'm going to talk about the decisions we've made for the fare structure. Our fare structure is the normal fare structure, in which we've targeted it to the normal people. As you can see, from the quarter 0 till the quarter 5, we've maintained a stagnant price of 38, in which we've been offering free drinks, free food services as well, and which is comparatively far cheaper than that of the competitors. However, as you can see in the quarter 6, we've risen the price from 38 to 39. And this was because this was one of the major decisions we took. And this is because since we bought so many flights, it was difficult for us to balance the funds. And so it was not as per what we expected it to be. And so we had to, our sales dropped down. And so we had to make a quick decision change, in which we did in quarter 7. We dropped down from 39 to 37 so that we could retain the customer base that we had in our previous quarters, and also we wanted to expand the customer base. Our motive was not only to consider in this current situation, but to prevail in the future shortcomings. Other decision made I'm going to talk about is the marketing. As we all know, the heart of the business lies in the marketing. The most important aspects of business is depends on the successful marketing. So as we've kept that on mind, we've focused our marketing budget more towards marketing sector. And as you can see, in every sector we've increased our marketing budget, just so we can provide good marketing. And also as we've acquired so many planes, we required salesperson as well. So salesperson plays a key role in reaching out of the information to the potential customers. That's why. And other decision change I'm going to talk about is the quality and training and compensation. Quality and training is a must. If it is the training of employees that we are able to deliver better service to the customers. So keeping that in mind, we've raised our budget for training in every quarter. And also compensation. For the compensation, customers, for the employees, for the acting as a motivational factor, we've provided customers a certain amount of compensation on the returns of the company, so that it acts as a motivational factor to the employees. And having done that, we're proud to say that we're the second compensation package in the airline industry, and the decision we made because of that, we've managed to maintain the turnover under 2% of the employee turnover.
As you can see from the table here, initially we just had 5 routes, and we gradually increased and ventured into more routes as we went through the quarters. One of our main objectives was to capture a larger market share, which we did by venturing into all types of market, A, B, C, D, E, F, and R. The number of flights is crucial to the success of an airline, because if you have low number of flights, that means that there are more chances for your competitors to take away your passengers. So we decided to focus on the frequency of our flights, and we did just that. In first quarter, we had just 13 flights, and by the end of our 8th quarter, we had 39 flights, which is triple the amount. And we also focused on monitoring and maintaining our passenger load percentage, which we did by using the market profitability analysis tool. We figured out which were the underperforming routes, and we decided to invest more in it or cut it off. And if any of the routes were performing less than 50% of the passenger load percentage, then we offered the fare sale, which helped attract more passengers. Now I'm talking about the decisions that we made for the special incidents that we had. 7 special incidents that we were presented over the 8 quarters. I'll be highlighting on the 3 incidents that we feel are most representative of our company. The first incident is the press release or not. The decision we took was to put a positive spin on the incident by releasing a good article about which portrayed our employee as a hero. We felt like we were in our introductory phase, so we felt like we needed the exposure. So we felt like this was a good publicity for us, and it did our company well. The second incident that I'll be talking about is the diversification auto rental. We were given an opportunity to diverse our business to an auto rental company as well, but we did not choose to do that because we felt like, as the saying goes, jack of all trades and king of none. We wanted to be the king of the airlines. We wanted to focus on being the #1 airlines. So we did not choose to dabble into other businesses. And the final incident that I'll talk about is the hire competitors employees, we decided not. We were given the opportunity to steal or lure away an employee from another firm, but we did not do that because we felt like it was an unethical business practice, and we did not support that kind of behavior. So we chose not to take that steal an employee from that firm. And I feel like these decisions that we made of these critical incidents defines our company, defines what our company stands for, which is ethically sound and sincerely dedicated to being the #1 airlines. So what did we use to make our decisions? These are the 3 tools that we used to make our decisions. First, the market profitability analysis tool. It basically calculates the break-even point for a route based on fare inputs and costs. And also it calculates revenue per seat and the break-even for the passenger load. This basically helped us in identifying the underperforming routes, which we decided on whether to invest more in or cut off. Another tool that we use is aircraft scheduling analysis, which basically monitors the aircraft's miles. To make sure that we are using our aircraft to the full potential, we have to fly our aircraft to the nearest, as close as we can to the nearest maximum miles. And we did just that because of this. And it also helped us to figure out which aircraft we should be using for which kind of routes, like short routes and long routes. And the third tool we used is financial analysis, which displayed our cash sources and expenses. This helped us mainly in making decisions regarding our acquisitions, because when we wanted to buy aircraft, we looked upon this tool to see if we had enough funds to buy an aircraft or lease an aircraft. So yeah, these were the tools that we used to make all our decisions. And now these are the 5 aspects that we were being scored on: quality, reliability, net income, cumulative net income, and stock price. And now I'd like to call upon Vishal to further explain the performance diagnosis of these aspects. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I'm here to talk about the performance diagnosis. Basically, I'll be firstly talking about quality. As we all know, for a company to survive, it needs customers, and customers are only attracted when you provide them quality. Yes, price plays a factor, but before price, quality comes in play. We are always, as we can see in the graph, our quality was gradually decreasing from quarter 0 to quarter 5. But then there was a time when we focused when we changed our focus from quality to purchasing and leasing flights, where we thought it was necessary. But then we saw our customers were decreasing, the load percentage were decreasing. Then again we shifted again our focus to quality, in which we saw that the quality was increasing and the results was improving. Next point is net income. As we can see here, our net income was always positive. There was never a situation where we had to opt for long-term loans. It was just short-term loans. Those loans were only when we had leased out few flights. And being an account student, I think it's a good figure, because being a startup company, people usually fall down, they go into loss, but we have survived and we are able to maintain a good net income. Next. Stock price. I know all our stockholders might be very, very much worried about our stock prices, but again the point comes in play. Initially we were doing good, but then what we thought was, it's not just about 8 quarters or a short period of time. We were focused more on longer period of time, like a lifetime business. So I'm pretty sure the way we are operating, the way we are taking decisions, we can see after quarter 7 it is increasing, and we are optimistic it will increase more. Reliability. Combining all these factors, reliability comes into play. As I put it earlier, that in quarter 6 we purchased few more fleets, due to which we had to increase our prices, due to which customers shifted from our company to our competitors. But then after seeing our mistakes and correcting them, we were able to increase our reliability from quarter 7 to quarter 8 and achieve a good number. Okay, cumulative net income. Here I would just like to say that we were able to maintain a very good graph, and we can see there was not a single time when our cumulative net income decreased. It was always increasing throughout the period. Okay, so now I'll be explaining about the lessons learned. We as a company don't believe in mistakes and failures. We believe that if we commit any mistake, it's our duty to correct them in the next quarter, in the next decisions. So these were the mistakes and problems we faced during our project. So the first problem we faced was innovative and special decision was decision regarding cargo businesses. We lost patience, and cargo business needs patience. We were not performing well. But then again, the factor, our core beliefs were playing independent. But still, we think now also that shall we opt for it? Would it have been good? So our mistake is we have to analyze it more properly. Customer satisfaction, marketing. We have maintained a very good rate of marketing, but still, as a company, as a marketer, we always feel the marketing of our company is still low. We need to market more and more and more, hire more sales persons, and reach out to the other world. Internal business perspective, high operating costs and high administrative costs was one of the major factors why our financials are so low. Our profit was good compared as we had only 3 or 4 flights in the first few quarters. But when we saw that our profit was good, but our cost was high. That's why we were unable to maintain the net profit, higher net profit. And decision regarding fuel. The fuel decisions we made were 50% purchase and 50% previous purchase and 50% current purchase. Due to which we're still not sure that it was the right decision or not, because it could have been better. We could have acquired the fuel on a cheaper price. Maybe if we purchased the whole whole fuel in advance, because we had that amount of money. Financial perspective, pricing decision in quarter 6. As my friend mentioned, we had increased our price from 38 to 39, and then decreased from 39 to 37. It was a trial period, but yes, we need to be pretty much sure now whenever we change our prices. Future plans. Basically, future plans are those mistakes to correct those mistakes what we had done wrong. The same mistakes we had. We want to be sure that we don't repeat the same mistakes which we discussed in failures. We want them to be improved and produce a better result. And belonging to a business family, what my father always taught was, don't go after money. Yes, money is required, but money is always secondary. Go after goodwill. So that's also our aim of the company, and how to maintain the goodwill of our airline company.